Hey adrenaline junkies, welcome to Code 3 Police Chase.
They're trying to get you sick. They said this vehicle was involved in a recent fraud out of Denver earlier.
Off on the shoulder, Fowlerville, trying to get back on the expressway.
On Wednesday, April 9th, 2025, at 4:30 p.m., Livingston County deputies attempted to stop a stolen BMW X5 traveling eastbound on I-96 near Latson Road. The driver refused to comply, instead pushing the SUV past 120 miles per hour while weaving recklessly through traffic and striking at least 6 other vehicles in the process. The chase intensified when deputies witnessed 2 firearms tossed from the moving vehicle, one landing directly on the interstate. Moments later, the pursuit ended violently when the BMW ran a red light near Jolly Road and Cedar Street, colliding head-on with another car and leaving a trail of destruction from freeway to city streets.
Off on the shoulder, Fowlerville, trying to get back on the expressway. Head on the car, another car, Jolly.
Authorities identified the driver as a 19-year-old Lansing man who now faces multiple charges and remains in custody. For passengers, ages 15 to 18 were also detained. The youngest was sent to a juvenile facility due to an active apprehension order, while the 18-year-old passenger was jailed for violating bond conditions in another case. Remarkably, no serious injuries were reported. Police, however, continue to search for 2 additional suspects who fled on foot during the final moments of the pursuit.
All units responding to be advised, suspect may still be armed.
On Ashford Street, heading northbound.
1050.
On Thursday, July 11th, 2024, at around 6:32 a.m., Chester County Sheriff's deputies initiated a traffic stop near J.A. Cochran Bypass and Columbia Road. The driver, later identified as Eric Bernard Jones, was found to have a suspended license. When ordered to exit the vehicle, Jones instead hit the gas, sparking a pursuit through Chester.
Step out of the car for me. Okay. Hold on for a minute, man. Damn. Let me roll my window. Man, let me roll my window. I gotta shut it and roll the window. Man, come on, man.
85 miles an hour, still on the bypass.
The chase came to an end on Ashford Road when Jones lost control and wrecked the vehicle.
1050.
Deputies, along with K9 Sammy, moved in quickly and took him into custody without further incident. A search of the vehicle uncovered a major stash, approximately 112 grams of suspected fentanyl, 56 grams of suspected methamphetamine, for $1,373 in cash, and an assortment of pills believed to be controlled substances. Hey, if you're enjoying this chase so far, don't just sit back, hit that like button so YouTube knows you're loving it, and make sure you subscribe with the bell on, because trust me, what's coming next is even crazier. We've got high-speed pursuits, unbelievable escapes, and the kind of footage you won't find anywhere else. Don't miss out, join the ride now. On September 3rd, 2025, at about 2 p.m., Truesdale County Sheriff's deputies were called to Highway 25 East after Smith County authorities reported they were pursuing a black Mustang with Kentucky plates. At Laddie Reese Road, a deputy deployed spike strips, but the driver swerved directly toward him and accelerated. Moments later, another deputy executed a PIT maneuver, forcing the Mustang to a stop.
I got him. You keep your hands right there. All right. Yes, you stay right there.
The suspect was pulled from the vehicle, arrested, and taken to jail. He now faces multiple charges, including assault on a law enforcement officer, evading arrest, reckless driving, improper passing, driving without registration, and driving without insurance. The Mustang was impounded for open title. The suspect's case is scheduled for General Sessions Court, with additional charges pending in Smith County. On June 24, 2025, Cobb County Police began receiving a flood of 911 calls reporting a bobtail semi-truck barreling down Dallas Highway, weaving recklessly between lanes and nearly colliding with multiple vehicles. Witnesses described the truck as swerving at high speeds, forcing drivers off the roadway to avoid being hit. An officer quickly spotted the truck on Dallas Highway and attempted a traffic stop. Instead of pulling over, the driver refused to comply and hit the gas, sending the chase onto Barrett Parkway. The semi veered across both northbound and southbound lanes, creating chaos as officers pursued while trying to protect other motorists.
Subject 514 is now on the opposite lane of travel.
Very eastbound, wrong lane, continuing. 52. Just got into the eastbound lanes of travel down the correct direction. We have a unit in front and 3 behind them.
As the pursuit unfolded, officers discovered the semi had been reported stolen, intensifying the urgency of the chase and adding to the growing list of charges the driver would soon face. The reckless actions of the suspect turned a busy roadway into a scene of danger, forcing multiple drivers to take evasive maneuvers to avoid disaster.
1022, he's wrecking. He just wrecked that radio.
The suspect was eventually stopped and taken into custody. He now faces numerous charges, including theft by receiving stolen property, reckless driving, and felony fleeing and attempting to elude.
What do you say? Get away!
On August 1st, 2024, Broward Sheriff's Office deputies located a stolen black GMC Denali near the Golden Glades interchange. Deputies trailed the truck as it sped onto Interstate 95 southbound into Miami-Dade, then cut across onto the Palmetto Expressway. At one point, the driver, 35-year-old Joseph Giannino, briefly pulled over along Northwest 7th Avenue before suddenly flooring it, sideswiping a white Mercedes and continuing his reckless flight on the inside shoulder. As the chase intensified near the Golden Glades interchange, Giannino lost control, smashing into 3 vehicles before slamming into a box truck, forcing it to roll onto its side. The stolen Denali finally came to rest on a grassy shoulder of the State Road 91 entrance, ramp off Northwest 7th Avenue. Deputies quickly moved in and placed Giannino under arrest.
He's going 12 whiskey. Now going on the turnpike, signal 4 versus a truck, and we got to roll over.
He now faces multiple charges, including aggravated fleeing and eluding causing injury, grand theft auto, leaving the scene of a crash, and driving with a suspended license. Authorities confirmed he was already on probation for fleeing and eluding at the time of the pursuit.
At Code 3 Chase. These aren't just clips of chaos, they're real moments where choices shape lives. Each pursuit shows how thin the line is between control and collapse. Once it's crossed, there are no rewinds. What you've seen is raw and permanent. Respect the law, stay composed, and understand the cost of recklessness because survival depends on it. Don't miss the next real confrontation. Subscribe now and be ready for what's coming next.